rule number 3, which is motivate your partners. Money and ownership alone aren't enough. Constantly, day by day, think of new and more interesting ways to motivate and challenge your partners. Set high goals, encourage competition, and keep score. Make bets with outrageous payoffs. If things get stale, cross pollinate. Have managers switch jobs with one another to stay challenged. Keep everyone guessing as what your next trick will be, and don't become too predictable.
I love the cross pollinating of this statement. It's something that I've used in my career a lot. Not for me in particular, but in it's a tool I've used in lots of companies. It lists all of your employees on one side and it lists all of the jobs on the top. And the competition is to see who can get trained in all of the jobs first. And I'm not talking about taking someone who is a cashier and teaching them how to be your CTO. That's not rational. But honest jobs within the store, within the company, within the manufacturing floor, wherever it is, cross training. And the value is the flexibility you gain in moving people around and having them know multiple different aspects of the business is invaluable, because no longer is a heavy sick day going to completely tank your business, because you can shift employees around because they're skilled in this and they understand and they're invested in it. They say, "Oh, I'm typically doing a cashier, but you know what? Today I'm going to go in the back and I'm going to go stock." And Walmart absolutely still does that to this day. And that's something I remember from when I worked at Walmart a lifetime ago. Is It's kind of like in the army, everyone's a rifleman,
Mm-hmm.
everyone's a cashier. Everyone can be a stock boy. Everyone can unload a truck. And I loved that versatility because it made them way more flexible and able to adapt to changing situations.
Well, the whole focus was giving customers the best price and the best experience every time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so everyone in the company was there to serve that purpose. And one thing that I really love and resonate with Sam Walton was his hate for bureaucracy, and how, of course, at scale it becomes a byproduct, but he was always trying to find ways of eliminating those things. And every time he'd visit a store, which he did constantly, he just was always visiting the stores and on the ground and gathering information, was seeing how he can make things more efficient. And so much of the time now, what we see in the corporate world is there's a couple pieces that are missing. Back then, you worked your way up from stock boy to potentially CEO.
Mm-hmm.
I know Walmart has those stories of people who started in the low and then worked their way up to the high leadership. But the people that they bring into a lot of companies now are just like professional C-suite people, just
Sure.
professional managers, professional leaders. They're coming in with high level concepts, but they've never really done the work, and they don't have that understanding of, again, that true mission of serving the customer and what we do and all of those pieces. And so you get people who are just siloed in their own ideas and their own thing. I love the idea of just flipping thing around. It was, okay, oh yeah, you're a VP here, but you're gonna have to make some calls, or you're gonna have to help in these pieces, or it's time to set up a new store. So get busy unloading boxes and all those pieces.
Mm-hmm.
That's a concept that, again, when they were starting, they were so poor and they were so bootstrapped through all of it that everyone had to do everything. And so from that, then they just were always refining to making it better and better for the customer. And at one point in the book, there was a story that they talked about. It was another CEO who mentioned if you talk to Sam Walton and ask how his company was doing, he would be like, "Oh, the lines are too long. We're not helping the customers well enough. This isn't right." And then if you go talk to a CEO of one of the other retail stores of a different brand who may be on the brink of failure, they'll just talk about how great everything is. And they'll just ride that high all the way until their company closes. And that
Mm-hmm.
was something I respected so much about Sam Walton, that no matter how big he got, he really was in the trenches with the people, lockstep and arm. And then again, just really finding ways to motivate them and do fun things. It talks about his competition around moon pies and how he became like the moon pie king, and just all of these neat things that, again, just make the company that much more special. And then there is part, and it's gone now, I believe. I know. Did you ever have to do the Walmart morning chants? Was that still?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's something, again, that seems so lost in time, that archaic thing. But there is something about moving your body and screaming and being with people and getting yourself in the right mindset that, again, is super motivating to executing on your mission.